you would see shifting, making some noise as it goes. Some splashes happening beneath. I got ink all over my finger, distracting the fuck out of me. Did my pen explode? Yes, it did a little.
It's excited too.
Sorry, guys. 1 second. All right. As the cube is shifting, like these pebbles are falling off over the side of the bridge. You can hear them splashing into water below. And it's your turn.
So we now know that there's these things, right? We all see them.
You can see it as soon as it begins to move. Once it stands still, because here, let me show you a screenshot.
Hold on, you're robotic. You're hard to understand.
Yeah.
How about now?
Sounds
I can
better
probably
than
hear.
that phrase.
So that's kind of what it looks like. That picture I just posted. I can put it in both channels. I'll put it in 7 stars. It's this kind of clear gelatinous cube, and floating inside of it, you can see it looks like some corroded objects, the floating acidic exterior of those robots and stuff, that those mining constructs that are floating inside of it. So when it's moving, you can see it, but when it's standing still, it has this kind of see-through.
So my question is, when we see these, do we have an action that we can take to ready ourselves or anything like that, or do we just have to wait?
No,
We're already in combat. We've already rolled
yeah.
initiative, so.
Yeah. Boogie, what are you up to?
So I say, I'm out of arrows. What should I do here?
Magic!
Have you tried 3D printing arrows? Like
Oh, yeah, I
feathers
guess
and
I could
all,
work on
just
that.
wooden feathers?
Okay, pull out the thing and try to draw some arrows.
All right. As you pull out the scroll, open it wide, the brush coming along, you're able to print out these wooden construct with like these flanged sides acting as like stability. So they're not like fletched with feathers or anything. It's all made out of this hard wood with this like pointed tip come out of the. And you're able to make a performance roll for me, please, or a calligraphy check with your tools.
18 then.
Okay. You're able to craft 6 arrows.
Ugh.
Nice. That's so much better than 0.
I mean, it's a minute worth of arrows. Well, I guess 30 seconds worth.
So oozing up to you at this slow pace, this gelatinous cube, as Boogie's getting his arrows out, reaches up to you, and you watch as this very peculiar shape comes out of its side, and its arm grows like this pseudopod. Like it grows this arm in like this bulbous, shape, like a club, and comes down and makes an attack towards you.
Oh boy. I'm getting slimed.
Wait, it can transform itself? What the?
Well, it's just a massive like jello. Like it can do whatever the fuck it wants, right? It's not like physical form. It doesn't have bones to worry about.
Yeah, it's literally
What?
called a pseudopod, which means like the attack, like it can shoot out the ooze and like harden it on the side, and then use it as like an arm to attack.
Lovely. I'm so excited to meet these creatures.
Smacking you with a fake foot.
Yeah.
This is a lot better than eating you.
16 to hit. Emus.
Hits. Oh wait, no, misses. Nope, 17.
Okay. So as he comes by with this arm, you duck down, and it misses you, looking like like flubber.
Ugh.
So wait.
Okay, upon seeing all of these, I want to stick my shield on my back. I'm pretty far away from these guys, right? Is that me there?
No.
At the edge of the circle right now.
Oh, I see me. Okay. Put myself back there. So, upon seeing this thing, I am going to put my shield on my back and grab my torch and ready my melee weapon. And there's only one that I see.
Currently, yes.
Hmm. It hit Emus and missed it, correct?
It swung towards him and missed. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll go over and help Emus out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's about as close as I can get.
Sammy's seen the skirmish running over there and is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Start sprinting past Boogie. And Agatha's going to do the same.
Well, they can move a little far.
They're dashing.
Oh.
Amos.
Okie Well, I am entirely too close to this thing right now. Let's see. Let's do a thing. Can I cast this as a bonus action?
What is it?
It's Misty Step, but it's from my Horizon Walker background. You learn additional spells based on your level that count as ranger spells, but don't count against the number of spells you know. So I guess not.
Misty Step is always bonus, right?
Yeah, if you gain access to a spell, unless for some reason the thing specifically states that it doesn't work the way that the spell works, no matter how you gain access to the spell still works the way it works. Unless you're saying you don't have it prepared, is what you're saying.
No, I have it. I'm just trying. I want to try to bonus action something. Duh! I'm stupid. Okay, no, I'm just going to attack the thing. Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna try out my sharpshooter thing for the first time. So I'm gonna call out sharpshoot, and I'm gonna roll to attack. 19 plus 6, 25 to hit.
So as you rear back and launch this arrow at the ooze, the force of it slams into it with like a very accurate, forceful shot, and it like ripples across as it like bounces off the surface of the ooze, doing no damage.
Okay, so with that attack, I'm gonna teleport back 10 feet. And then I'm gonna attack again, not doing sharpshooter this time. 7, 18.
If you flash in this like mist, rearing back, shooting again, the second one bounces off.
5, 10, and then you're accounting for this as like force damage, right?
Yep.
Wait, isn't Radiant your norm?
Oh,
I'm counting for it for its attack. I'm not worried about any kind of damage yet,
Jeez.
unless it's a certain type of damage. But yours isn't a certain type of damage.
I guess I end my turn there. Oh, I'm mark it as my target and then end my turn.
You gonna walk it all?
Oh, I suppose I could, couldn't I?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mark it as my target, and then I'm going to go. Wow, I'm just like really out of it today. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just trying to get some distance. All right.
Oh, is he even saying that to himself, or is Seth saying that? I'm just out today.
Both.
Is that where you're ending your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. Calamithy.
All right. 20, 30, And let me make sure I'm actually close enough to do this attack. Five, 90. Okay, so it's within 120 feet. I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast him.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
So 10 plus 9, 19 for the first one. 22 for the second. And 15 plus 9 for the third.
So as your 3 beams come out with more force and accuracy than they have anytime you've used them in the past, they boom, 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 nail the side of this gelatinous cube with a intensity that shakes and ripples the edge of it, but does not penetrate and do damage to the cube.
Dang. That's all I got.
Boogie.
Okay. Let's see how far away I can get.
Oh, let me move my thing. Sorry.
But I gotta find out. Okay. I'm fine where I am. I'm gonna go and shoot at it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put these arrows in the quiver and start shooting at it.
First attack roll.
Not one, and the
For a
second
total
one
of
for a total of 8.
okay.
And the next one, total of 21 to hit.
Okay, so your first one lodges off in the air, and it seems like it's going wide. It takes this kind of like it slips on the bowstring and flies arching upward, and then with not a whole lot of force coming down, but it lands inside the ooze and slides all the way through, and you watch as some of its body blows out the back, and some of that ooze blowing off into the distance down into the water. Go ahead and roll damage, and as it hits the water, you hear something splash up out of the water and then splash back down.
What did
What
he
the
hit it with?
hell? A regular arrow.
Yeah, just this arrow made out of some wood. 4 damage.
You're including your modifiers on that?
Yep, I rolled 1
Okay.
for my D8, and I added 3 to it for Dex.
Okay.
So
And
I
then
got
the
my
second
nat
shot,
one, which is a miss, and the
the second shot goes flying through the air and hits much more accurately and forceful and bounces off the side of the gelatinous cube.
what?
Is that the end of your turn?
No, I'm going to do a third attack.
Okay.
Let's say it's a called shot. I'm gonna aim for the ground, right in front of it, so they just kind of, so that the arrow has to ricochet before hitting it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a shot.
15 to hit. I don't know what minus I have for aiming for that spot, but no, wait, it's more than 15 to hit. It's 19 to hit.
You shoot off into the distance, and the arrow comes down, hitting almost exactly where you're aiming on the stone, and ricochets, doing 1 piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay, well this puzzle just got very interesting.
The cube, 5, 10, 15, moves forward. Wait.
Okay. I would like to cast Magic Missile, which I have. Oh, I got the wrong die. Are you ready for my numbers?
Give me 1 second. I need to read the spell.
It's force damage.
I know. I'm seeing how it interacts with this creature's unique
Oh,
AC. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
I got 6, 4, 4.
So a total of 14.
Yes.
As you reach your hands out and cast, they smack it, shattering out the back, bits and pieces, blowing out and falling into the abyss. And again, you hear this time sounding like something coming up out of the water, and then 2 things slamming down back into the water.
And with that, I am going to retreat to there.
Why do I feel like it's multiplying with each time we chunk off of it?
I am also having that concern, but also at the same time, maybe that's how we do damage to it.
I think the only thing that we haven't tried is fire.
Well,
Fire,
there's a lot
radiant.
of things we haven't tried.
We've got your psychic attack.
But does it have a mind?
Maybe
So
not.
Tammy and Agatha, Tammy runs up. You see her pulling out a small device from a bag and holding it in her hand, prepped to fire. And then Agatha runs up behind Clamsy, kind of skittering, panting, and getting ready to cast a fire spell. Clamsy, it's your turn.
Coincidentally, I'm also going to cast a fire spell using Firebolt. Cha. 4 plus 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to hit.
So this fireball,
Firebolt.
firebolt flies through the air with this kind of like haphazard speed. Go ahead and roll damage.
Mm.
I get to roll 3d10, baby.
It did damage. That's a good thing.
So 3, 8,
I don't.
oops, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 total damage.
So you watch as this firebolt flies through the air, landing into the side, and then instead of blowing out the back anything, you watch as under the heat, it immediately begins to like dissolve and boil and kind of turn this like blackish color, and it's going to take 26 total damage.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ooh, Agatha, this is
This is a
your...
fight. Yeah.
It's your jam.
I don't think I'm going to be useful in this fight at all.
Yeah, me either.
I will cast light on one of my arrows.
Did we skip Emus? Before.
Yeah, it did.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Biggie, it's not
Alright.
your turn yet.
No worries.
Amos has
Okay.
a premonition that that's what Calamity's gonna do.
I am going to cast a spell.
I foresee this working for Calamity.
Man, it's so vivid.
A spelly spell that makes me feel spelly.
Mrs. Vibe
I'm
come clear of this Mr. Fire that was involuntarily thrust on him and seeing the moments of the future.
I am going to cast lightning arrow on my bow.
Ooh,
Hey, let me read
Yes.
this.
Something new, right?
fancy.
I've seen that.
If the attack hits, deal 48 lightning damage. Creature within 10 feet must see no dex save. Take 2. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the one spell I found to augment my arrows that doesn't require a physical munition.
Okay. All right. So as you cast the spell, bonus action.
Oh, that counts as a bonus action?
The lightning arrow spell is a bonus action, yeah, to cast.
Where do you see that at? Oh, bonus action right there. Oh, holy shit, that's awesome. Then as electricity crackles through my bow, I'm gonna draw the string back, take an aim, and I'm gonna take a shot. And fuck it. I'm not gonna do that. Regular shot. 12 plus 11, 19 to hit.
You watch as this arrow comes flying through. The arrow itself that you shot doing the same kind of boom, bouncing off. But then as it makes contact with, like your arrow makes contact and doesn't penetrate, but the lightning explodes. Go ahead, roll 4d8 lightning damage.
Let's go. All right,
Wow.
3, 5, 3, 5, 8. Are you keeping track?
No. 3, 5, 8.
3, 5, 8, 2.
So 18.
Nice.
And then
Creatures
after
10 feet. Let's see what attack save.
I'm gonna go 5, 10.
What's the save against? What's your spell
My spell
casting?
DC?
Yeah.
It is. That is a great question.
There's like a save in order to decrease it.
Oh, this nigga
Yeah.
has a -4 dexterity. All right.
What is that you just asked him, Michael?
The
My
spell
spells-
save DC?
So it's
Yeah.
it's generally calculated by 8 plus your proficiency plus whatever your modifier is for your spellcasting ability.
It's 15.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So he rolled an 8, so roll another 2d8 damage.
Dang.
7 and 6. 13.
So a total of 18 plus 13, 31 damage.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna roll it again. I found a way to be useful, guys.
I'm not
Oh,
going to
that's-
be useful in this fight.
That's broken because you can keep taking.
Yeah.
All right, roll damage, buddy.
Well, roll to attack, which is
Yeah. That's what I meant.
which is 18.
Again, the arrow itself does no damage, bounces off, and then explodes in lightning. Roll 48 lightning damage.
Hold on, I need to bring up a notepad to keep track of this. Okay. Well,
There
that's 'cause
goes
you
my
like drawing.
100 HP gelatinous cube.
Aw.
Yeah,
We're
so bad for you.
sorry.
Yeah. 4 plus
He rolled a 7 on his DC, so
2
roll another
plus
2.
plus 5 plus.
And if only I were a
plus
good
5
artist,
plus-
I'd draw the slime with like a face looking all sad.
Total of 32.
Yikes.
Jeez.
The second shot comes in, explodes. You see these ripplings of lightning as the heat of the plasma literally melts the cube into the form, turning into liquid what survives, dripping down into the water. All remaining is what was sitting inside the. You see these corroded robotic bits. I'm going to call them robots because it's the best thing I can think of in my head. They're
Animatronics.
technically constructs, but yeah. For all intents and purposes, the same shit.
I feel bad for Agatha.
Yeah, she didn't get to do anything.
As you hear this kind of mass of this, because it's not pure liquid, it's kind of like this liquidy pool that's staying together as it falls, and as it splashes into the water, now you hear and 3 significant splashes down.
Are we out of initiative now?
Yes.
I know what I want to do.
Is there anything to
So, does that
pilfer?
mean, like, did he kill the gelatinous cube without Calamity actually doing her firebolt thing?
No, I think that you would have had to
No,
do the
what
end.
happened was you literally went. The premonition was a joke. You went and then he went.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not like undoing it and then you're gonna go after him.
Yeah.
It already
Okay.
took the damage from your fire and everything. If
So-
it hadn't, it wouldn't have died.
Is
So
there any loot?
the rusty robots.
So there's 3 mining constructs that the exteriors look corroded, but other than that, they seem fine.
Do they actually like start like getting up to move off, or?
No, they're laying there, not moving, kind
Oh.
of upside down. Let me disable their flying. They were inside of him. That's why I had them.
When while I'm still concentrating on this lightning arrow spell, I want to shoot some shots down to the water where we're falling.
I'll smash 2 of these together. Like I'll do it in like 3 tries. The first time being pretty weak, and then medium, and then really.
As you pick them up and begin claying them together, and there's like, Gammy runs up. No, no, no! What are you doing?
Oh,
You barbarian!
I was gonna get some pieces out of them.
No, I'll do that.
Oh yeah,
You
I hand it to her.
Thank you. And she looks at you like kind of taken aback that you even have the gall.
I put the one in my right hand just on the ground nearby.
As Emus fires down, you see this. I don't know if you can see that on your screen. As your arrow flies into the water,
Oh.
you watch as these 3 tentacles come trying to eat the arrow as it lands
Ugh.
into the water and then disappearing again.
That's big.
What the?
Maybe I shouldn't have poked that.
Wow.
And then they sink back into the water. A little bit of air bubbles come to the surface, and the water is still again.
Good idea shooting at the water there, Emus.
Yeah, I
Don't-
was trying to make sure that any parts that might have fallen off would have gotten electrocuted.
Hey y'all, try to be sure-footed. Don't fall into that.
Oh yeah, that's an excellent point.
As you say this, I swear to God, this is planned.
Oh no.
There's a loud. I'm so sorry. There's a loud noise sounding like it's muted and coming from up where the town is. A very large, and the earth begins to shake as it seems almost like the earth is being pierced by something massive. Everything begins to shake and fall. Bits of stalagmite underneath the bridge begin crumbling off into the water. And then everything, after about probably 45 seconds, maybe 60 seconds of this, everything levels out and calms down and stops shaking. The bridge, although rocks and things fell off down into the water, remains intact. What are you doing at this moment?
I'll grab the 2 robots that the girl isn't holding, and kind of nod off to gesture towards the other side, the south side of the cave. I'm gonna jog over with them.
Tammy looks at the robots. I think I can take these apart and maybe repurpose the components. Can we put them in someone's bag?
Oh yeah, okay. I continue jogging and just open up my bag, toss them in. Let's get across this bridge.
Agatha's looking nervously around. Do you smell that?
Nope, COVID. I don't smell anything.
What Emus sniffs the air.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I don't think I'm close enough to even hear it.
Would you have been walking up at this point? Or you just been sitting back there?
I've just been sitting back here.
Okay.
13.
I mean, you smell this kind of like
So it's like a
stagnant
musty
water,
cave.
mildewy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't smell anything.
She like puts her finger up to her nose. It's foul. She looks back. We should probably get across this bridge quick. No?
All right. I'm gonna start trotting ahead.
And she seems like her legs are kind of wobbly as she goes over the bridge.
You okay, Agatha?
I don't do super well with heights. And as you
As
get,
we
what's
as we
your
walk
pass? Perception?
across,
17.
17. Yep.
Okay. As you get right there, you begin to kind of smell something a little foul assault your noses.
Hmm.
Can you describe it?
Sulfury, kind of acidic, like it's really spicy feeling, tingly on your nostrils.
Hmm.
You ever smell like a decaying corpse, like the active
Oh yeah.
decay stage? Yeah,
Oh yeah.
similar to that. And there's this very slight hissing as you get near the wall. It's like this.
Is there like any liquid coming out of the wall? Do we see any like wisps of like steam or vapor?
As you look, the rocks have like a lot of them seem rather porous, where the dirt and the rock kind of mix, and you can see it looks like one by one these like bugs and insects seem to be running out of the earth like to escape it. Like they're flinging themselves, like these worms begin like flopping out of the walls and falling onto the ground. These beetles following, crawling out in a hurry.
Like something's happening now that's causing this to happen, and not that this is a regular occurrence.
Correct.
We should keep an eye on that.
Oh.
Oh. Ah!
Leroy.
The one who warns everybody else.
All right. So instead of us going tile by tile, explain to me what the party's doing.
I very gingerly am walking across the bridge to the other side.
Does not seem to be structurally unsound at this moment, and you're able to walk across.
Emus is very interested in the insects and worms that seem to be retreating, and since he's like very interested in nature, obviously he's trying to like, what's going on here?
Where are
Kind
they
of-
retreating to? Like further down or up?
Like they're running out of the wall onto the floor and then like away from the wall.
I'm
And
gonna
some of
look
them,
at
like as they get to the edge, some of them are even like falling off into the area below.
as
'Cause
I
they're
look at
escaping.
Emus. I'm gonna say, hey, do you think that's got anything to do with the shaking that was just going on?
Can I do a history check to see if I recall anything about the geology of this area?
Sure.
Whether it's prone to earthquakes or, just
Absolutely.
earthquakes or anything like that.
Roll
Okay.
a history check.
Which is +0. 8.
Nothing's ringing a bell. You don't recall hearing anything about this area being prone to earthquakes.
I cast light on a big rock, like I'm thinking bowling ball size, and toss it into the middle.
The middle? What like
Yeah.
what middle?
With
Well-
the octopus?
Yeah, where the octopus is.
That's a
Like
cracking
over here.
tentacle if I ever seen it.
That's quite the throw.
No, from
Oh, you're walking over here and then throwing it below?
yeah, so that I'm
Okay.
only just throwing it like a few feet.
Okay, I understand. As you cast light on a pretty easy to find sizable rock, and drop it below, I will show you what happens.
Oh boy.
So as we're walking along this, are the worms coming out of all sides of the wall or just this specific section of wall? Or beetles, whatever. The creepy crawlies. That looks pretty cool, all lit up like that.
Oh, that does. I love
What's the rating?
the shit ton of lamps that you put down here.
You can zoom in on them.
Yes, that's really funny.
That's the best thing I can think of.
I love it.
I cast light, modern lamps. So as you cast them, they illuminate this area. It sinks deep. It's probably about, I'd say, all in all, probably 30 or 40 feet deep.
And nothing went to go see if it wanted to eat it.
Currently, nothing has happened.
Okay.
The rock goes into the water, splashes down, and this light is illuminating underneath the surface. A few moments pass, and you see what looks like 4 massive tentacles reach up to grab around, like encompasses it, constricts this, like it's reaching around the light as if the light itself is the object, and then as it comes in and it's not material, it reaches around into where the boulder is, completely snuffing out the light between the tentacles, and the light vanishes. Like you see this, maybe a creak of light coming through the pinched tentacles, and it jolts very quickly towards the west.
Have we discovered a new type of sarlacc?
Is that a demon?
No, that's the sand pit monster from Star Wars.
Oh. Yeah, the one that, like, digests for a long time.
Yep.
Wonder if it keeps you alive or if you die from suffocating right away.
What's everyone else doing?
Emus was going to respond to Bezoit's earlier question. Well, that shaking rumbling we heard could have been like some sort of tunnel collapse or something, and
Oh, who asked me about where the worms are coming out? Make a perception check as you look around.
that
That's
was
what-
Bezoit.
It was me. My perception ain't shit. 10.
Looking down, you can't really see much. Like everything you can see from here to here, insects are falling out of the wall.
Okay.
In response to Emus, I'm going to say, enough time's passed. Do you think that the city's finally made it here?
Boogie,
Your guess is as good as mine at this point.
I'm sure it has, and that's what these noises are.
Boogie, a flash of light catches your attention in this area, as it looks like from a darkness, the rock is like projected out of like a mouth, like spit out, and then falls back to the ground, illuminating the area around it.
Okay, so we got to look at what the mouth looked like, and it's generally over there.
From what you've seen of it so far, it seems reminiscent of maybe like you've never heard of anything like down here being like that, but from what you've seen so far, it's kind of Kraken-esque, like something very similar to that,
Hmm.
or like a giant squid or something.
So, as we go along, I'll look for like where the path is going. Like I can see that the path goes in over here, and I can't see.
So as you guys would make your way around this way, I'm taking it, you guys would be walking, well, is it just Boogie heading this way?
No. I would have also been heading that way, wanting to get away from the bugs, and this looking like it's the only option to go.
Is anyone not going?
Same. No, we're all going.
Emus is actually being completely distracted, trying to figure out the insect mystery and what's the driving force behind it.
When we get over here, well, I turned to ask Emus a question, but he's way behind.
Yep.
Hey, Emus.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry guys. And I see that I'm falling behind, and I go to catch up.
As you guys make around the corner, you would notice it doesn't seem like any insects are coming out along this wall.
When I was back investigating the wall, did I
Okay.
hear any like rushing liquid noises in the wall somewhere?
It was like this hissing kind of like
Right.
almost like a
Okay.
pneumatic sound, like air being forced through really small holes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, is this anything?
I would like to start being very astute and looking at the wall, seeing if I see anything different, anything off.
As Emus heads off, Tammy was sitting there kind of checking it out with him. And as he starts to walk off, she's gonna grab his cloak and pull on it and point at the wall. And you can see just this very faint, every second getting just a little bit thicker, black dense smoke coming through the pores, and it like comes just out of the wall and then begins to like as like a dense gas almost, like it begins to trail down the wall, following the floor, and then dripping off almost like a waterfall.
I actually have the perfect thing for this. Where's my notes? I have empty glass vials on me. I would like to use one to try to collect some in it.
Okay.
Inventory. There we go.
As you reach in with the vial into this kind of smoky waterfall, the time it takes to fill up the vial, though not enough to do any damage to you, you do feel this kind of tingly acidic burn on the two fingers holding the vial into the smoke.
Can you say that one more time, please?
Kind of like this acidic gas feeling, like it doesn't do any damage to you, but you feel it irritating your skin.
Okay. So now I have a vial of black glass, and I kind of look at it real quick, and I'm like, huh. You have any interest in examining this later, Tammy?
Yeah, she says, like impatiently holding up. And then she's
I don't
gonna grab your hand as you hand it to her. Let's wear gloves next time we touch it, okay?
Oh, yeah. Science is, a you thing.
She's gonna look back. I think we should maybe catch up with the others. As you guys come around this corner, what are you guys looking at?
Where Glamacy is, there's an interesting thing. Like it looks like a weird. Oh. Yeah, it looks like some weird way to go.
You see anything in there, Calamithy?
No, not from this angle.
I'm gonna nickname you Clammy. Let's
Did
start
you see
calling
anything in
Agatha
there?
Aggie.
Yeah, when I was just moving my camera, I saw something,
What was
but
it?
a pile of treasure.
I was trying to scope out these walls down this side here as we were moving along.
It doesn't seem like anything. The walls on this side are similar to how the walls were before whatever that noise and vibration was.
Well, does anyone
What
want
do you
to
guys
go
do?
down and check it out?
Yeah, I was gonna pull out my thieves' rope and tie it to a sturdy looking rock that doesn't look like a stalagmite that's gonna break really easily.
I could just
Okay.
hold on to it for you, Calamithy. You're not that heavy.
Suppose I wish to.
About 30 foot down. So as you hand Emus the rope, making your way
Might
down.
kind of wrap it around my forearm and brace myself.
As you get to the bottom and look to your right, you can see a pile of what looks like very meticulously shaved and formed crystals, like the ones that are being harvested, but these ones have been crafted in a way that they look balanced and whole, uniform.
Anything catch your eye down there? Does it keep going?
Yeah, those crystals have been carved out looking like super nice and
What's your passive? 17, right?
with crow on my shoulders 21.
As you walk
Jesus.
in, you can see it looks like in the dust, it looks like some footprints going in and out. And then on the edge here, on a piece of sharp stone, you can see what looks to be a ripped piece of garment on the side right here.
Okay. I'm going to collect that to see the color of it, but I would like to start loading all of these carved bad boys into my bag of holding.
It's like rich, like exterior, this like violet velvet, and then on the interior, it's just like very soft silk. Like it seems like a rich person's clothing.
Interesting. Like something Lord Barnett would wear.
As you open your bag of holding, you're shoving all these crystals inside.
Yep.
All right.
You got a handle down there, Clemency?
I think
How
so.
much space do you have left in that bag of holding?
You know, my pockets are pretty full of just pure gold at the moment. Well, not pure gold, but you know what I mean.
I don't think I have 500 pounds worth of stuff.
Okay, tell me what you have in there.
I have a crowbar, hammer, pythons, torches, 10 of them, tinderbox, Nico's diet. No, I don't. I'm gonna, since it's written here, I have Nico's diary, a chunk of crystal from the cave, which is 1 pound, my rope of thief, saddle of the beast, cobalt clam purse, flute, robe of waterfall, vampire costume, fake blood capsules. This is where it does get hefty. Broom of the flying, great axe of survival, broken, trident of the fish command, candle mace, hellhound cloak, jar of honey, fragrant tea leaves 2 pounds, cheesecloth, Nico's soul in a vial, Nico's gear, Abraham's ashes.
Jesus, how much shit do you have?
You're just gonna combine like all of this stuff with terrifying shavings?
So you can gather up about 100 pounds of crystals, which is half of the sitting stash.
Holy crap. I didn't think there was that much. Okay.
It almost kind of looks like someone was secretively stockpiling crystals.
Okay, so I'm going to yell back. I can grab about 100 pounds worth of these carved crystals, but there's still quite a bit more.
Still holding onto the rope. I'm gonna look over at Tammy and kind of like, you wanna head down and grab some?
Do we need all of the shaved crystals? Like, I think 100 pounds would be pretty.
Tammy did say they were pretty powerful. What if we could double that? I mean, that'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it?
I mean, somebody put that stuff there. I don't know if they're a good guy or what, but
Well, they obviously don't need it if they're not gonna, just leave it here in a corner.
I got the peeps down.
It's up to you guys. I have a total of 5 pounds of uncarved raw and then 100 pounds of the carved. I feel like that's probably plenty, but it's up to you guys. But it's all I can carry.
I would like to try to grab a little bit more. Someone in the party grabbing a little bit more.
okay. I'll take the.
I'm feeling greedy right now.
I'll take the rope from you.
I just feel like we could also make a little bit of a profit from it.
I got the
Yeah.
leftover. Grab all of it.
All right. I'm gonna go down on the rope. I'm gonna head over. How much does it look like that is left? Like, how much is here still?
It looks like
Is it
there's another 100 pounds.
my
Like there was a total of
pockets?
200 pounds of crystals.
Yeah, my pockets are reduced carry amount. They're not true bags of holding. How much can I carry again?
Don't you have a
Actually,
regular bag of holding?
I do.
I thought you could only hold 25 pounds. It was like 20 or 25 pounds per pocket.
I'm looking. Hayward's hireling armor. I did not write down what the pockets can hold.
So,
Do you know
Hayward's
how many
hireling-
pockets there are?
Yeah, there's 4.
Hayward's hireling armor. Um, I gotta
If
find
it were 25 pounds, would you fill it up with this?
No, if they were 25 pounds each, they would all be pretty much just full as I sit right now. However, I do have an extra bag of holding that I'm not really using because the armor is so good.
I think it was on the app. Let me go find it. Write this down so we don't gotta do this in the
Yeah,
future.
yeah, yeah. I will, for sure. Oh, actually, oh no, never mind.
All right. Hayward's hireling armor. You get a +1 to your AC. Has 6 pouches, each with an extra dimension pocket. Each pocket can hold 20 pounds of material, not exceeding a volume of 2 cubic feet.
Yeah, then I'm maxed out on my pockets. Absolutely. So I'll grab out my other bag of hold, or my only bag of holding that I actually do have, and scoop it all in.
2 cubic feet's actually quite a bit.
It is.
Okay.
It's
So
you can fit a lot of thing that equal 20 pounds into that space.
yeah, almost everything really. All right. So you're able to gather up the remaining of the crystals.
Sweet.
The illumination they had in the corner now gone. Looking across as you come out, it looks like that waterfall coming down is a little bit more dense now, and it's starting to form very lightly down here as it makes its way towards the water.
I think that might become a problem. We should probably get a move on.
Breed.
I hand the rope
I
to Clancy.
gather. Thank you for the rope back. And I put it back in my bag.
And as Emus walks onwards, he's gonna have a little bit more urgency in his step than he did before.
As you guys walk there, passing several mining constructs just doing their job. As you guys walk past, you hear a large smash. Looking back and seeing Agatha with a spike and hammer over one of the mining constructs, just having made a strike, disabling the thing. She picks up. Can someone add this one to the bag too, please?
Agatha or Tammy
Or
did
Tammy?
that. Okay.
Well,
doesn't Tammy have one of Bazoit's bag of holding to copy it? So can't she just put it in the bag she's got?
Yeah.
Right, but to copy it, it has to be empty. So she can take
But
it
she
now,
has-
and then if you guys want to take it later, empty it.
She has
That
my
makes
bag
sense.
though. She can put it in my bag.
She's not going to be she's not going to be copying it while we're traveling around.
Yeah, that's true. She looks
So-
down awkwardly. Okay. She does it in her own bag.
Now that we're in this area,
Did you hear me, Mike?
No.
I said she has my bag though. She can put it in my bag.
Yeah, that's what she. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't. I thought you said something else. I didn't hear. What were you saying, Bazoit or Boogie?
now that we're in this area, I get Emus's attention and point downward into the south. Emus, can you shoot a couple of shots on the ground over there? I wonder if the squid kraken thing can reach up onto the ground.
I'm going to give you kind of a puzzling look and kind of shrug. Okay, sure. And I'm going to take a shot at this particularly large crystal pile right here.
Roll an attack roll.
You got it. 9 plus 20.
why are we trying to tick off this kraken?
Just testing its limits.
The
Before
arrow
we're
comes
down there
down
for it to get us.
and lodges inside the crystal. The radiance of the arrow, like the brightness of it, almost drowned out by the light coming out of this dense cluster of shards. And doesn't seem like anything else happens.
Did it make a sound loud enough for us to hear over here?
Yeah, it like made a ding, ding echo throughout the. What would you call this? A cavern?
Yeah. Well, so much for that.
How about
Move
another
You
on.
guys
shot?
come around
500?
here. You watch as you come into this area. Oh wait, sorry, you guys are looking over the corner. I thought he was moving. What were you saying, Boogie?
How about another shot 5-10 feet from the shore? And that'll be the last one.
Okay, sure. I'll take a shot right here on the edge. Oh, actually, with my with my special eyes, can I perchance see anything in the cavern overhead that, like a stalagmite that I could shoot and break that would fall down onto the ground, like right here?
Yeah, there are.
All right, I would like to attempt to do that.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
15, 26.
So your arrow roll damage.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that to do that. 6.
So the arrow comes up about a forearm-sized piece of stalagmite and chops off about 8 inches of the tip of it as it smacks into the side, and then falls down, landing a little bit onto the stone, and then rolling into the water. And it doesn't appear that anything happens.
Maybe it's used to chunks of rock falling into the water, so maybe we shouldn't worry about it.
So, what's the plan here, guys? Like, where are we gonna go? Because it's like we're headed right back to where we came from.
Oh, we're definitely not. We are spiraling downward. With that area where that gas is accumulating, we're gonna have to go through that. So that's why I want to. I was like, maybe we should hurry.
What's in this little room ahead of us, though?
As you come around and peek out, you would see a construct walking into this blue fiery portal, about maybe 2.5 feet tall, and the bottom of it flattened out. It's not like an entire circle, so it's like a half oval, and the construct disappears into the portal.
Well, that's a portal.
Interesting.
Ooh, do we want to fuck with that, or do we want to leave it alone? Do we want to fuck around and find out?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Seems interesting.
This
Hey,
construct loads up, turns, and begins making its way towards the portal.
hey, Agatha. I know you don't really have any training, but could you maybe like walk over to that portal real quick and see if you can, feel out any inclinations of where it might go to?
Kind of furrows her brows and looks at Agatha for help, and Agatha shrugs, and they both walk
No,
over.
I said that to Agatha.
I thought you said Tammy.
No, I said
I
Agatha.
said Agatha.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
Agatha looks over at Tammy, furrows her brow, shrugs, and then as Tammy stays behind, Agatha walks up to the portal and crouches and kind of watches it for a moment. And this construct comes up behind Boogie, and as if like almost like programmed to keep walking straight towards the path, bumps into Boogie and then stops,
Fucking
and then
Roomba.
pauses for a second.
What the?
As you step aside, it kind of steps around, recalibrating, steps forward, and then disappears into the portal. Agatha looks over at Boogie. I don't know what he's expecting from me.
Well, if nothing comes naturally, I bet that's all I wanted.
A few moments
Hey, when
later, a construct appears out of the portal.
Nice.
Begins walking forward.
So it is two-way. That's good.
Toss a rock at it, see if it disappears.
Well, I'm sure.
I was
a
going to
rock would do that.
suggest tying a rock to a rope,
Oh, okay.
throwing
Fun
it
idea.
in, and then seeing if you could retrieve it. But I have no rope.
And to be honest, I'm not willing to sacrifice my nice rope that ties its own knots.
And I...
Guys, it definitely takes objects back.
Yeah, but what's on the other side possibly guarding this little portal?
But nothing's guarding this side either, so... I don't think it's something I want to mess with, that, to be honest with.
Agatha looks back. Clamsy, what about Crow?
Suppose I could ask if Crow wants to go. Is willing to. And I telepathically ask Crow if he's willing to go through the portal to tell us what's on the other side.
And you telepathically hear this reluctant sigh as he launches off, flying straight down through the portal, doing this kind of cool spin dive as he flies in. And the second that he begins to pass through, you hear this, and you see this flash of feather, and then he vanishes, disappearing into shadowy smoke.
That's
Agatha
cool.
looks back with her jaw open. Cal, I am so sorry.
It's okay. He'll pop back, but I'm gonna have to owe him some special treats because he's gonna be pretty upset with me.
Sorry.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
Oops.
he's back in the shadow world for a bit. I actually have to look up out of game how long that's gonna be.
Oh,
This-
no.
It should be like 24 hours or something.
That construct that came out begins mining.
Well, I guess if that's all there is to it, oh well. But I don't think we really have time to stand around and figure it out. Thanks for trying, Agatha. Appreciate it.
Oh, well. Cal just lost Crow.
Oh, didn't lose Crow.
Well, you don't know that.
Lost him for now.
Emus is
Yeah.
anti-warlock.
I mean, to be completely honest.
As you guys make your way forward, the path becomes very, very narrow. And the moisture coming from the walls seeps
Actually, I'm not
down
gonna
makes
go
the
yet.
stones slick to walk on.
Oh shoot. That's
Remembering Agatha's comment from earlier, I'm gonna kind of eye her
Hold on, Bazoid,
and
before you
say,
go any further. Let me explain this, Seth, real quick. Bazoid, before you move any further, from here to here, you'd be able to see looks extremely wet. So this is a very slippery surface, just so you know.
So are you going to
Well,
make
actually,
us
sorry,
roll anything?
It's this area. If you're proceeding down that way, you're gonna have to roll.
Well,
Emus, what were you
don't we
saying?
have to?
I have to do anything.
but we
You
can
can jump in
choose.
water if you want.
Will this be considered climbing a wet surface?
This little section of it would be considered a wet surface.
Yep.
And if
Okay.
you were climbing up the walls here, this would be a wet surface. I don't know if it'd be climbing this part, but the walls would be. Can you read the thing to me? The rope grants advantage in athletics checks on swimming or climbing wet surfaces. That if all when descending running water. Okay. Yeah, for walking, I mean, if you were like kind of like getting down in all fours, yeah. But it seems like walking to me unless you're kind of like crawling, climbing.
Okay.
What are you guys
So-
doing?
Calamacy, why don't we just tether us all together here?
With the thieves rope?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be dangerous if one of us fall, all of us fall?
I can easily lift any of you. But
We could
Um,
do like pythons along the way
Okay.
and try to
Why-
like.
I was just gonna magic myself and Agatha across.
Oh, that helps the rest of us. That leaves at least a few more feet of rope, I guess. Not
Yeah.
having to be tied.
That's pretty good. That just leaves 4 of us, and one's really good at climbing on slippery
Oh, no.
stuff.
That
Yeah.
premonition thing again.
Yeah, Calamithy, why don't you lead the way with the pythons, and the rest of us
If you let your character go, I can do it way better.
Okay.
all tied in.
Okay, so Emus and Tammy are
Enos and I thought it was Agatha was the one afraid of heights.
Okay, let me just go ahead and play out what I was planning here. So I'm gonna cast another new spell that I have called Summon Beast.
okay.
And I'm gonna summon an air bestial spirit that is capable of flying and has a strength of 18. And
Okay.
I was going to command it to carry Agatha and Tammy across.
Okay. Like across the right here or like down to here?
Well, like over here where it's like clearly much safer.
Okay. Let me. What are the components of that? Can you read that to me? How do you do that?
Sure.
Or
Casting
just
time, one
tell me,
action.
like, show me how you're doing it. Like, how do you summon this? Like,
So as Tammy and Agatha creep up, I'm like, hey, hang on a second, guys. I got a plan. I'm gonna kind of close my eyes for a second, and I'm gonna kind of whisper to my or I'm just gonna kind of sit and mutter. I'm gonna try this for the first time. All right, and I'm gonna kind of feel the air around me, and I'm gonna try to pull it together to form this like ethereal. Well, not ethereal. It's a bestial spirit. This animal. This I'm trying to like focus on the spirit of ravens and eagles and well.
you watch as
Okay.
this creature flies into view, flapping its wings just off the edge, and ready to be mounted.
And I'm gonna turn to them and say, "Hey, he'll take you across, so you don't have to worry about it. Agatha, I know you're scared of heights. Just keep your eyes closed, and you'll be fine."
Okay. And Agatha hops on first, and then grabs a hold of Tammy, helping her on. And you guys watch as this creature begins flying past, giving you guys a little bit of a wide berth and cutting across with Agatha and Tammy in tow.
Nice.
I did a thing.
Yeah. We might get a lot of mileage out of that thing.
Yeah, he's gonna be around for the next hour. So
Wow.
Wow, that's a really cool spell, buddy.
It might
yeah, it is.
What's its carrying weight? Like, can we
It
just
has a stat block, so it has a strength of 18.
Um,
can we all be
so
taxied then?
which
Right.
means that it can carry up to 270 pounds at a time
darn, not me.
I think that's
without
like
making a strength check. That is, so it can carry more than that if it makes an athletics check, but it could fail and drop you.
So that wouldn't be good.
Yeah,
not
not
unless
with
when it
what's in
become
the water.
Kraken food. Yeah.
He can carry how much?
It does strike you now, seeing where you are, that the area below this slippery surface was the area that the thing was hanging out when you first saw it.
How much did you say he could carry?
270 without a strength check.
Emus is a lanky boy. He only 198.
Yeah, I got her as 136.
What are you guys doing?
I know I can't ride it.
Well, after it safely delivers them on the other side, I'm gonna call it back over and say, if you want to take a ride, feel free. Or it can just fly alongside and help steady your step.
Wait, are you able to ride it?
I believe I am. I'm trying to look up my. Yes. No. No, I am not. I am 321 pounds.
Oh,
Oh wow.
you are a muscular gal.
I am.
Here, I thought I weighed more than you.
But I weighed seven. I'm 7.5 feet tall too. So
Oh yeah, you that dragonborn that's that thick skin and lots of
Yep.
muscle and super
Yep.
tall.
she thick.
So big.
There we go.
What are you doing? Oh, you making me huge.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're proceeding along this path.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Um,
want to hop on
can-
Calamity to ride over, go ahead.
Can you send it back over to steady us so we don't fall off?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Flies over. Clemency, are you hopping on or are you walking and getting stabilized?
I kind of want to fly on it.
Okay. As you hop on, it leaves the rest of. You let go yourself.
Oh, I didn't want to drop. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Ah! The
Feather fall.
the beast flies over, landing, setting you down next to Agatha and Tammy.
I thought Emus was getting on him too at the same time. They're both little
No.
lightweights.
We
Flies
wouldn't have
back.
hit.
Is your
Well,
beast big enough to sure steady Boogie and I?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna have it do. So as you guys walked around, it would kind of like fly around slide, and if you start to slip off, it might like help push you back onto the ledge, kind of thing.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I'm getting down on all fours. Put away my weapons.
Are you guys both going at the same time?
Yeah, because he's steadying us.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what.
he can
All
only
right.
steady one person at a time.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that's what I just asked you. If he was big enough to like steady the both of us.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I misunderstood that.
Then I'll wait
Okay.
inconsiderately in Emus's way, just on all fours.
So
Okay.
every 30 feet, I.
It's a hard thing to walk on.
This
Every
is really
30
entertaining.
Every 30 feet, I need a acrobatics check. And that equals a total of. You're gonna make 2 checks to get across this area. Wait, where'd you go? You're down.
I'm down. I'm gonna put myself back up.
So go ahead and make a. Where'd you go this time?
She's
Go ahead and
Just
make
over
take
a
rolls.
here.
make an acrobatics check for me.
Oh my. Okay.
Moment of truth.
Acrobatic, huh? Where? Oh geez. Oh! 15. That's not near as
So
bad as I thought it was gonna
for
be.
the first 30 feet, you seem pretty sure of your footing. You're able to itch along the wall with no issue. As you get along to this area, go ahead and make your final check.
15.
All right,
Nice.
and you're able to make your way across, no problem.
Palms are sweaty.
You got it.
Okay, now I go.
Go ahead and make your first acrobatics check as you get to this point.
24.
Easy peasy, dude. All right, and as you continue on, make your second.
17.
Easy, dude. That was trivial to you guys.
Nice. We did it.
Yay.
I was kind of
And
hoping
then-
someone would fall to their death.
Wow.
Well, there's still Emus.
Yep. So as it comes back over, I'm gonna kind of reach out for it and kind of. I'm actually gonna give it like a really admiring look, like, man, nature is fucking awesome, and I'm gonna kind of hop on its back and kind of pat it and like, thank you.
You gonna fly around, do any tricks with it before you go land?
Oh yeah, Emus is gonna be flying for a bit because this is fun.
So we'll just assume you guys are together. It comes flying around, about 10 feet away from the edge. Keeping
Kind of
pace with
grinning over
Buddy.
at the party and with a big smile and be like, "Look what I can do."
As much as I tell my brother to text me instead of call me, he never, ever, 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 ever texts me. Ever. Ever, ever. All right, so Ema's flying along the edge. Are you guys proceeding to make your way down to the bottom?
No, there's some weird thing.
You know that he just got off of work, so he just wanted to chit chat on his ride home.
Although this might be a way to the bottom. It just seems like the wrong way to go, and so it's nice to go the wrong way first.
As you walk in, are you gonna like continue in, or what are you doing?
I'm checking out.
It looks like this little off cavern chute of crystals. Other than like these naturally growing crystals, it doesn't appear that there's a whole lot going on inside this cave or a little branch off. But you do notice, however, bugs coming out of this wall right here, and that gas kind of simmering down it.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
like to start walking faster because I don't like the feeling of that.
As you guys come around to this side again, you see those bugs and that smoke kind of falling down. Now denser, still like not enough to be like super duper dense, but now you see whiffs across the entire southern side of the cavern. It looks like the entirety of the southern walls are leaking this blackish dense gas.
I am gonna fly over to that wall, not close enough to get inside of the smoke, but just near it. And I have that just gave me a fucking great idea, guys. I can use the wings of this thing to help push the gas out of our way of the path. So once we get down to it, if we group up, I can try to keep the area clear around you and fly above you guys.
Yeah, sounds great. So as I was leaving that place, if Agatha and Tammy were at the entrance, I didn't see anything except for the hissing wall and the bugs coming out.
All right, let's go catch up with the others. And they kind of nervously run this way. Are you landing with the beast and then kind of walking while he flaps his wings?
Oh, because it's in here.
Yeah, like this whole walkway is like where everyone is
Then-
walking down there, like Boogie and Clamsy. That's all filled with smoke right now.
Then yes, I'm going to hop off and have it kind of stay kind of behind us, just flapping its wings occasionally, trying to blow the gaseous substance away.
You said this
Okay.
whole passageway is like filled with smoke?
Not filled with smoke, like the like maybe about a half inch of the floor right now, since it doesn't have anywhere else to go. It's like flowing down to the path of least resistance. So it's almost like this smoky, slow waterfall flowing down this way.
Okay.
Once we get past this point where it's slowing down, I'm gonna command it to hang back and like blow it back up to keep it all up until we make it to the bottom and then follow us
Okay.
down.
All right. I'm gonna drag everyone over. This area is kind of tight to where the bottom is. As this beast walks forward, blowing very effectively, pushing all that gas backwards, getting up into that fork and keeping it stead. You guys are able to get down to the bottom here. Bring it down.
Love it when a plan comes together.
I put Nico on the board, but you killed him. Boogie, Bazoit, Emus, Clamsy, Agatha, Tammy. All right. As you guys come down here, coming down, you'd be able to see right off immediately to your left, at the bottom of that spire, that long pillar holding up the bridge, there's some kind of like illuminated light inside this very shallow cave in there, and it almost looks like a shiny metallic surface of like a grate or maybe a circular door or something on the floor that's reflecting the light back up.
Could you please ping that real quick? There's a light over there.
And
Yeah, like it's slightly illuminating the inside of where everyone's. Yep.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna kind of call out. All right. My new best friend here is gonna stick above us and try to keep the gas substance away from us. So don't go wandering off. Which direction should we go?
The beast, upon your verbal orders, understanding your intent, comes over to the edge and begins making these big gusts of wind downward, which is clearing off the smoke that's accumulating on the floor here.
Does the smoke seem to be affecting the automatrons in the area? Do they
Does
seem to
not.
care at all?
Nope, does not seem to be affecting them in the slightest.
Okay.
You do see, though, that where all the bugs are running down here, unable to swim, some of them are jumping in the water and just sacrificing themselves, and the other ones are curling up over dead, like it's killing all the living creatures.
Oh, that's fun. Well, are we gonna move towards the lights, or what direction should we go in?
I was really hoping to try to make it to Mistress Temple through a different tunnel, but it's not looking promising.
You know, we could hang out right over here. I point like towards the ground at the end of this ledge, and somebody could explore around to see if there's another way to go. But it kind of looks like the only way to go is that tunnel down there.
Mhm. Maybe that tunnel will lead to other tunnels branching other places. And that's just like the starting.
Emus is gonna
Area.
shrug, and unless you want to go for a swim.
Mm-mm. I don't think my swimming speed matches that big boy.
See, I could have summoned a water bestial spirit and have it. No.
So what are you guys doing? Are you guys approaching these crystals? Or are you approaching what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna go. My vote is I'd like to go check out the light at the base of the pylon.
Your beast standing there just behind where the waterfall is coming down, or smoke fall, blowing away a path. It gets a little less powerful as you get closer, but it does clear enough of a way that you're able to walk through.
So my intent, not that it matters, but my intentions was to have it like fly directly all of us kind of grouped up, so it's just like clearing the area around us.
Oh, okay.
Helicopter hover.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. So as you guys get to the entrance, he's gonna hover here.
Was the plan for the rest of us to wait, or are we all going?
No, we're moving as a group.
Since nobody saw another way to go, it just seems like the best way to go.
Yes.
Especially with that danger smoke.
As you
Danger.
guys get in there, there appears to be a circular trap door inside at the base of this, like a man-made door.
Cool.
Any clues, anybody?
I could try opening it.
Yeah. I'd say we try opening it.
You're the most roguest among us.
All right, as you reach down, this kind of rusted hinge from the moisture in the area, the hatch opens, and you can see, with your dark vision, it's very dark down there, but it appears like it's this very tubular, smooth surface. There's no ladder or anything going down. It's this kind
like
of,
a chute.
yeah, it seems like a slide or something, like a very.
Is it big enough for Boogie and I?
It would be tight, but yeah, you could get in there.
Well, it looks like there's a chute slide thing to go down, no ladder. I don't know how we would get back up from wherever it's gonna take us.
Ladies first.
How do you think?
You're so chivalrous.
I take a deep, steadying breath and tally ho.
So right before you go, I drop a little pebble. Although, freaking, that's not going to help because you're going to be faster than it. So
So as the door opens, you jump. Are you making any noise when you jump? Oh, you say tally ho?
Yeah.
You guys hear her tally ho vanish from hearing. A moment of silence as she's gone.
Gonna look around my shoulders and I'm gonna jump in.
So getting through the first little area is a little tight, and then as you like raise your hands up and drop through, the chute kind of opens up into this wet, long, very very long, like 45-degree angles, sometimes 60-degree angles, other times at like 30-degree angles slides that's like whipping and winding around. All right, you're gone.
I feel like
I
this just really put us
make sure I'm
deep
all
into
set
the
for sliding, and I
Underdark.
go in.
I do too.
Boogie similar tight, and you slide through, disappearing into the darkness. Emus. Agatha, Tammy standing behind you, nervous, looking a little pale, kind of rubbing their palms together, looking at you.
I'm gonna give them both kind of a devilish grin. You guys okay? It's your first time. I know it's not our first time dungeoneering together.
Will you push me? Tammy says. I can't do it. I can't do it on my own. Push me.
Go ahead,
As she get-
Agatha.
Tammy's gonna step forward, and Agatha's gonna walk forward a little bit more confidently than her. She's gonna grab a hold of her like a little kid in her lap and look back at you and nod.
Oh, that's what I was
Close
gonna
her
do to
eyes.
Tammy.
That's cute.
So
And
Agatha's
then
holding on to Tammy, like looking at you to push her. She closes her eyes, Winston. Are you gonna give her a push?
I'm gonna grab Tammy's shoulder, kind of give it a squeeze, and be like, "You'll be all right," and then give him a little, not a strong push, but a push.
The rest of you that already went here, and as you hear two female voices, as they fall down into the hole.
I would like to state that as soon as I made it to some type of solid surface or whatever is at the bottom of this, that I would have moved out of the way of the hole spitting out the rest of my comrades.
Okay, we'll get there.
Same.
We'll get to that. Emus, what are you doing?
Emus is gonna give it a few seconds and look back at the smoke. Listen, and I'm gonna take a second to listen to see if I hear anything maybe following us.
Behind you?
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
16 plus 7. What number is that? That's 23.
Looking around, it doesn't appear that anyone is following you, but you do see, and almost like as if it's on a pump of some kind, this like deeper and deeper black billowing, like the gas is getting denser and denser coming out of the walls, as if it's finally building up enough back pressure, essentially.
Okay, after looking around and taking a second, after the sounds of the girls screaming fade out, I'm going to
So
tell.
interestingly enough, at this point, you can still hear them very, very faintly. Like it's a very long drop.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna command the bestial spirit to follow me down, and I'm going to hop in.
Oh, he's large, isn't he?
No, it's a small beast.
What?
What?
Yeah, he's a small beast.
It's a small beast with an 18 strength?
Yes.
And he can hold 200.
Gee. All right. Well, you guys,
I feel like we're just like part of the Maple Leaf clan off of that anime. Just so super OP.
so you jump in. You guys slide for about 2.5, maybe 3 minutes. At a very quick, like you're going probably about 30 mile per hour. So like you're whipping and the slide is curving around. There's bits and pieces where it's basically a 360 slide, like a tunnel slide. And then there's little bits of where the stone has kind of given away at the top, and you see like these vast openings of like spaces that you're whipping past really quickly. The first person who went was Calamacy. As you come out of this, you see below you, you're probably about 60 feet in the air as you come out of the chute. Below you is this. Here, I'll bring you all to the map. So directly below you, you see this body of water, and the chute is about 60 feet up in the air. You come spitting out. All around you, you can see this luminescent, like moss and all this kind of like vegetation, plant life that's green and blue and fluorescent. As you're falling into this water, you can also see this waterfall of lava coming into this pool. What are you doing as you're falling? Are you able to do anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. So you come
Yeah,
rocketing out and splashing into the water.
I would like to kick up towards the surface and start making my way towards the edge.
As you make your way up and swimming up, the next person you can see through the water falling down. It doesn't seem like the surface tension of the water is breaking, like you can't come up out of it.
What?
Who jumped next?
Crap. Bazoit.
Zoe.
You got a cannonball coming after you, Clemency.
As I'm as I'm falling and I see what I see, I'm gonna reach behind me and grab my shield, and I'm gonna try to use my tail and my shield to thrust myself to the side.
What, like, I don't understand how that works. You're holding the shield and
I'm
like kicking
using
off
it
the
to like
same thing that you're.
push. No, I'm using it to like push the air, like I'm trying to make greater
Okay, make an athletics check for me.
expanse. At 16.
So you're able to push yourself about 8 feet over to the side, and the next thing you know, you're breaking the surface of water.
Oh, Gemini.
Who was next?
Oh, wait, I'm proficient in that. That would have been 20.
Okay, so you got 10 feet.
Oh, still in the water.
Me.
I have a little bit of a something that could get us out of this water, possibly. Fear not, friends.
I'm
next,
doing
Boogie?
what Cal did and trying
Yeah,
to.
as you come up swimming, it is as if like the water is not allowing you to come out. And I need to know what everyone's constitution modifier is, or what everyone's constitution is, so I can determine how long you can hold your breath. So everyone knows in D&D, you can hold your breath for an X amount of time, and then once that time ceases, you drop to 0 HP. There's not like a steady trickle of once you're out of breath, you die.
So for someone that can breathe underwater, does this still apply to me in this situation?
You're not suffocating currently. Like you're not you're not holding your breath. You're not on the verge of suffocating.
Okay.
But Zoe is.
Okay.
I have the scratch topaz though, which is water walking. So how come could I just not hit the surface and start walking on it?
Would you have wanted to do that?
Yeah, you didn't land. You said you kicked off your shield. You didn't like.
Yeah,
put
but
your
I'm
feet down
wearing the scratch topaz. It's a
Right.
ring.
What I'm saying is like you weren't. Your feet were sideways on your shield.
Oh.
Pushing, so you would have came in and landed on your side. Boogie, what are you doing as you come out of the chute?
Falling.
Okay. Boogie joins, sinking to the bottom.
Okay. I'll just swim up to the surface. Push off of the bottom. I can't.
I enabled flying for everyone.
Can't. What's it called? Can't break the surface. I look around
The good news
and
is, as you're looking around, yeah, you don't see a monster inside the water with you.
I look around and what's it called? See that those women are there. I'm going to swim off to the side, like off to one of the corners, and wait.
With your breath held. All right. Behind that, you hear two distinct splashes, one slightly less than the other. as Agatha and Tammy come crashing into the water. Emus, as you come shooting out, followed by your beast, who immediately takes flight after coming out of the thing. What are you doing?
All right. How much? Like, do I have enough time before I hit the water to take an action?
You have enough time to take one action.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
Do I see
5, 10,
Agatha and
15.
Tammy in
Yeah.
front of me?
They would be like as you come out of the tube, they would be like splashing into the water.
Okay, I'm going to cry out to my beast, grab me!
And he flies down and is going to grab a hold of you.
Heck
You guys are
yeah.
gonna descend about 15 feet above the water, until you come to a stop hovering. And you don't see any of your allies coming out of the surface, but you do see them, like their heads coming up are like bending the water, but the water's not letting them break it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. As he catches me, and I'm gonna kind of nudge him over to lit onto the ground. I'm gonna kind of pat it. Oh, you deserve a name worthy of you. I should name you someday. And then I'm gonna look towards the water, and I'm gonna start trying to figure out how to help my buddies.
I'm going to
Okay,
use
so we've all had
use
one
a
turn.
sword to.
We need to roll initiative before we continue because you guys are going to suffocate if too many turns pass.
Do you want our constitution first?
Yes.
I rolled a 20 for my constitution.
No. I need to know your modifier.
The plus
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Do I add my initiative to that or no?
Nope. Who wants to go next? Who's underwater? Boogie, what's your
My
modifier?
constitution is a +4.
Okay.
I'm also good at saving throws, but I don't think that's relevant to holding your breath.
Okay.
Oh, it would have been really smart to send the beast down first and have it grab all of us and pull us to the side.
So Berserk Boogie can breathe for fucking ever.
Or hold their breath, you mean?
Yeah. So you two can hold your breath for 5 minutes.
That's cool.
That's some strenuous training you guys did.
Yeah.
Agatha and
Took a
Tammy
lot of punches
can't,
to the
though,
gut.
so
They're our first priority.
Yep.
I try to cut at the surface. Wait, it's initiative.
Yep, everyone roll an initiative.
I rolled a 15.
$15.
Yes.
Emus got 16.
Calamity, Constitution 4, and an initiative of 26.
Okay. Boogie.
9.
Okay. Oh, what's going on here? So it starts with Calamithy. All right, Calamithy, what are you doing?
So, with not having to worry about water impeding my airways in a bad way, would I be able to do a verbal spell?
Ooh.
That'd be so cool.
Let me check that.
You can just breathe water, so you can. It kind of seems like you would be able to talk if you're breathing water.
Yeah, but
You speak underwater if you can breathe underwater.
I don't think so because I mean, I'm coming from an entirely
According to
scientific
Jeremy
standpoint.
Crawford, the creator of D&D, he says if you can breathe underwater, you can speak underwater and not
Heck
die.
yeah. Heck
As
yes.
as an aquatic elf, I would think so. Like, I'm sure some of them live underwater. How else would they communicate? Maybe like clicks and whatnot. I don't know. So, I would, while looking at Tammy and Agatha, which one looks like they would be struggling the most right now? Like they're the ones that are gonna die the quickest.
Probably Tammy.
Okay. So I'm gonna swim over to Tammy and I am going to cast Thunderstep, which teleport yourself to an unoccupied space with you see within range, which is 90 feet. And my main worry is that each creature within 10 feet of the space I left must make a Constitution saving throw to take 3d10 thunder damage. Does that include allies? Because if so,
Yeah,
I would.
unless you have a feat that some feats you can take, like make it so you don't target allies, like Warcast or whatever it's called.
Okay, so I would probably have to set up to do this, but I need to grab Tammy and swim away from Agatha to use Thunderstep to try to teleport out.
Okay. You're able to, in your movement speed, grab a hold of Tammy, and then you got about 15 feet of movement left.
Yeah, literally just want to get unoccupied space up here.
Thunderstep.
Here, I have it pulled up on my phone. It is gonna make a loud, thunderous boom. 300 feet can be heard
So
from, but
once you teleport, go ahead and roll 3d10 damage.
okay.
Ooh.
4, 8, 3, 9, 10, 11,
16.
12, 13.
Right? Or 15?
15.
15, okay. As you explode out of the water, it almost seems like the surface tension for just a moment like breaks and then forms back together. Total of 15. Okay. So you two,
What was Tammy's save?
and echo, you guys hear very loudly throughout the water, like muted inside of the water. You watch as the rumbling creates this like really cool looking surface tension from the top, Emus, and then smooths back out and tightens almost.
But I never see it break or any droplets emerge.
Other than where, yeah, no. Emus, what are you doing?
Trying to help save everyone. I'm going to grab my pike of collapsing, and I'm going to extend it out and try to pierce the surface of the water.
Okay. As you do so, make a strength saving throw for me, or strength check. Sorry.
Strength check. Roll plus strength modifier. Oh, that's not good. 16.
You feel a little bit of resistance against you, and the pole is able to pierce through the water with a little bit of a. Oh.
I'm gonna. After I get it in there, I'm gonna rest of my action to kind of like start like wiggling it around, waving one of my hands in the air, like "come to me" kind of thing.
All right. So wait.
I am, upon seeing this object thrust into the water, I am going to grab Agatha and steer her towards it and point for her to grab onto it.
So you guys make it about 5 feet closer to the pole. Agatha's gonna take you and pull you guys closer to the pole. And you guys are able to grab a hold of the bottom of the pole. And then you feel this weird sensation as if the water forcefully shifts and moves around you in a very unnatural way, wrapping around you and pulling tight. I need you both to make a 1 second. You don't need to do anything.
Just to be clear, I was wanting Agatha to get on the pole to get out. I was trying to save her first, not knowing if that pole was strong enough for the both.
Or if
So,
I am strong enough for the both.
just
Well,
wait,
I
you're
don't
gonna
know how the
take
pool got in there.
12 bludgeoning damage. And then Agatha's still holding onto the pole. You get pulled 10 feet down, deeper into the water.
I do?
Yeah. And you're gonna take a total of 12 bludgeoning damage. Boogie.
Was she able to get the pole?
She's holding onto it, yeah.
I'll go up there in order to help push her up.
Okay.
Sadly, I don't have anything to, like, it's way too deep to hold onto the ground and push her. So I'm just swimming upward, trying to push occasionally, kind of shove her occasionally.
I believe you're able to get to there.
Okay. Well, if I'm not to where I want to be, I guess I could dash.
You would see below you as well, Boogie being dragged downward towards the bottom. Or sorry, Bizway being dragged downward towards the bottom.
Use those big long arms and grab me, Boogie.
I guess I could probably grab you, but I don't think it would help right now.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Tammy, thank you. Thank you. And you can see sweat gleaming off her face mixed with water from the intense heat of that lava waterfall and pool off to your right. And she's going to run over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15. Just getting sliding to a stop, ready to assist you pulling out. Calamus, what are you doing?
Let's see. 5, 10, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I am grabbing Emus's waist and getting ready to help
Okay.
pull up Agatha.
Emus, you want to make a strength check at advantage with the help?
Sure.
You've got 3 people helping you.
6 and 13. 13.
Okay. As you pull, her head, like her hands are coming out of the water, and her head is like, it almost looks like it's kind of hurting her neck, like struggling against the surface tension of the water. And just at the end, breaks to the surface, but doesn't come out like any more than just breaking the surface of the water, able to breathe. And she takes a deep breath in, nods to you, unable to say thank you at the time, but just nodding appreciation.
I'm gonna look over at Calamus and Tammy. Quick, take this from me. I have something else that might be able to help. Keep her above water.
Would
Above
I
water.
be able to use a reaction to grab for the pole?
It'll be yeah. It'd be an interaction on your next turn. But yeah, you do reaction right now. I'll allow that.
Okay.
And then Emus, what are you doing after that? Are you moving anywhere?
I was planning on, if I'm still able to, I was planning on dismissing my beastole friend.
You watch in a whirl of wind he vanishes.
Dismissing him?
Yes. You'll see why next turn. Don't worry. I got a plan.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Let's wait.
I'm going to attempt to come back up to the surface and struggle to fight this thing that's pulling me down.
Okay, I need you to as you are being pulled down by this odd thing that seems to be constricting you right now, though it is invisible, I need you to make a strength check. Saving throw. No. It'd be a strength check. Yep, strength check.
This is really funny. One of the spells I was considering would
wait,
literally
wait.
have saved us in this exact situation. Why didn't I kick it?
Hold on 1 second. So you are currently restrained, which, so you know, that means your speed is 0. It can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
So to break free of the restrainment.
So it's my roll plus my modifier.
Yep.
Okay, 18.
So as you feel this water like disperse away from you, no longer confining you, and you're able to swim up towards the surface. Gaining an opportunity of attack, though, the water weird is going to make a strike. And he's going to attempt to pull you down again, but you're able to swim away quicker than he's able to grab you, and you make it 30 feet up. Well, you'd be breaking the surface. As you get to the surface, I need you to make another strength check.
Jeez. 16.
You're able to break through the surface of the water. You see Agatha there, giving you a nod and looking down a little worried down at Boogie, still down. Is that the end of your turn?
Am I within distance of her?
Yeah, you guys are right next to each other. Within like 5
Does she
feet.
look stable? Does she look like she needs me to hold her?
No, she's holding on to the pole.
Okay. All right, that'll end my turn.
Alright. Agatha's going to pull herself along the side and attempt to pull herself out.
She should do that at advantage because those 3 people are right there to help her, right?
She hops up out of the water.
Maybe I should not have dismissed that beast because I see how quickly we're getting out.
We'll see.
Well, I don't know because the water weird. And
It's still a
Boogie's
fight,
still
even
under
if we get
there.
out.
Boogie, you feel something latch onto your leg. Yeah, it's going to do 10 bludgeoning damage, and you're gonna get pulled 5 feet down. This invisible force wrapping itself, constricting you.
Cool.
Boogie, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to attack the darkness as if it's as if there's something there.
So you
Like
make
I
an
had-
attack roll at disadvantage.
I still have the sword. Okay. $16 to hit.
Roll damage.
Ooh. 11.
Okay.
I'll
As
attack
you
2 more
swipe,
times.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2 more attacks at disadvantage.
Ten and a nat 1.
So your first and then 2 more. The water, as you wriggle and make your third attack, seems to weaken and weaken. And it's going to. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Tammy, it is your turn, and you are. She's gonna reach out and grab a hold of the pole, and kind of like push it a little bit angled towards Boozawait. Clamsy, what are you doing?
I think into the hood. I don't want the lava diverted, but I wonder if it's afraid of the lava.
And I think back, yeah, don't divert it yet.
This is how we make obsidian and to get a nether gate. No, sorry.
You guys probably would notice this, by the way. It is some kind of odd leg of a giant creature you've never seen before, and it looks like it's being used as like a setup, like someone was trying to fish this water or something.
Interesting.
That is really interesting.
So I would try to make like a lasso with my rope and throw
Okay.
it at Bazoit to try and
Okay. Give her an assistance. A
yeah.
little bit of a pool. Amos.
Okay, so they're still struggling. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna cast Summon Beast yet again. This time summoning a water beast.
Okay.
And I'm going to focus on the strength of the salmon and the masculinity of the muscle and the harder exterior of the crab, and I get a shark. Okay, that works for me.
I don't think I have any other.
Yeah, I know it's not really a shark. I get it. It's just funny. It's just fun.
You got this option.
No, the shark is great. Love shark. Just remember, it's a small beast. And I'm going to command it to go down and ward off whatever's attacking Boogie.
All right.
Little guy. It's a cutie.
That's so cute.
Crab out of the water. It swims down there and it's like swirling around, looking, searching. Though it's unable to see. And you guys haven't seen anything attacking you yet. It just kind of feels like the water is attacking you. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, and if he doesn't see anything out there to take an action, I'm going to command it to like grab onto Boogie and help lift him up.
Okay. You feel this very sharp but trying to be gentle bite on your like upper bicep area, like your tricep, sorry, as the thing is trying to assist you towards the surface.
Super.
But wait.
So, seeing everything that's going on, I reached with my right hand for Cal's rope, and I reached with my left hand with the for the pole, and with both, I'm trying to pull myself forward towards the edge of the water to get out of here.
Okay. With that many people, I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna make you roll. I can't imagine a roll failing where you're being assisted by 2 people. With your strength and movement speed, you're able to pull yourself over to the edge. And to get up onto the surface, though, go ahead and make a athletics check at advantage.
Athletic. Oh, geez. 15 is my first, and 14 is my second.
Okay, so you're pretty easily able to pull yourself up onto the edge of the water.
I'm just going to take a moment and catch my breath and my surroundings.
Agatha sit there kind of anxiously staring into the water, awaiting Boogie to come up.
How long's he been in the water at this point?
He's been in there for,
Like 30
It's a
seconds.
great question.
yeah, about 30 seconds, maybe 36 seconds.
Okay, and he's got 5 minutes as well, correct?
Yes.
Because he had 4. Okay.
I'm not even looking worried.
You feel water swirl around you and tighten its grip. And it's going to make another attack at you.
Would that be a disadvantage because that little shark thing is
Nope.
biting at it?
3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're going to take 11 bludgeoning damage, and he's going to attempt to pull you down 5 feet, which is going to be contested by Seth. I need you to give me the strength of the creature that you summoned.
18 plus 4. So 18 base
Are
plus
they
4.
all? That's what they all have. They just all
Yeah,
have
they
that much.
that they all have it. Yeah.
Jeez, Louise. So it tries to pull you down, but the aquatic creature pulls upwards, balancing it out, and you don't go anywhere.
That arm bite feels good.
Sorry, Boogie. It's only got teeth.
Did I tell you the damage you took yet?
No, you
What?
did not.
What's up?
Did I not tell you about the damage you took?
Yes, 11 damage just
Okay,
now.
perfect. Yep, that's it.
I'll head up towards the whole group.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm still grabbed. I'll attack
Yep.
first.
Okay, make an attack roll at disadvantage. You could also you could break free as another option. Just so you know all your options.
15 to hit.
Okay, roll damage.
Nine.
Okay. Are you taking another hit? It feels like it loosens a little, but it's still grappling onto you.
Oh, I got a crit.
Ooh. On a
Hey,
disadvantage?
brother.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I
Aw.
didn't get it. If that was advantage, I got 18.
Hits.
7.
Okay, the grip is still on you.
Okay, one more attack. 9 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Can I move?
You can try to.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
As you go to, though, it's still grappling onto you.
I'm headed towards the surface,
5 feet other
like off towards the party.
The water can't constrict another target. Is breaking constriction an action? 5e.
Don't you mean, is it an action?
Okay, so you go to swim and are unable to go upwards.
Cool.
It's still maintaining its grip on you. Tammy's gonna yell. You hear her voice to the surface. Boogie! Clamsy, what are you doing?
Let me pee really quickly.
No. Into the water? Boogie.
Today I become a man. Stands and just triumphantly pees in front of all of us.
This creature is actually called a water weird too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a nice name.
It's a great name for it.
So,
I cast lightning bolt. We'll see what happens to Boogie.
no, I thought about diving in and then grabbing you and using Thunder Step again, but that would be all of my spells, and it's not dire just quite yet.
It's not dire. No,
Was
I know.
it?
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I was just joking.
Me over here using all of my spell slots to do everything. Hey, when the BBEG comes up, you're all carrying me.
Yeah, I don't. Oh. So by the way, you guys fell probably like a mile or so deeper into the ground.
Oh, that's significant.
Nice.
Okay. Fine. I'll do it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. My vote's for you not to. Not to not help Boogie, but not to use your spell slot.
Are you doing it or not, Clamsy? What are you doing?
No, I will prep my rope, like reset it up and throw it where it looks like the trajectory of his swimming is.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Nah, fuck that. All right, Emus, your turn.
Okay,
The water,
so
the rope landing just over where Bookie is.
So I'm gonna command the spiritual beast to swim up, grab the rope, and drag it down to Boogie. And then I'm going to reach over and grab onto the rope with Calamity to help her pull it out.
Okay, Boogie, you feel the
Once
shark
Boogie has
or
it.
the creature let go of you, swim to the surface, and then back down with this rope in its mouth.
Nice.
All right,
I got you, Boogie.
is that the end of your turn?
I'm fishing for a bugbear. Yes, it's the end of my turn.
Who's next? Boogie, right? Or Bazoit?
Yeah. For me, I would also go over and grab the rope and help pull Boogie up.
Okay. All right. The water weird is going to make another attack. Doing 6, 10, 13, 16 bludgeoning damage and pulling you down another 5 feet.
16, you said?
Yes. Boogie, it is your turn.
Cool. This time I'll grab the rope and, like, while pulling at it, try to generally break free of the thing.
Okay. As they're pulling on the rope, feeling you grab onto it, go ahead and make an athletics check at advantage.
$25.
You blow whatever is holding you tightly off of you, and you feel this tension of the rope as you begin to swim away. Your movement speed will be doubled as they pull and you push,
Nice.
and you're able to get to here.
Okay. Is that as far as I get?
Yeah, as you're moving upward away, you feel water swipe toward your feet to grapple you again and miss. And you're now at the edge of the water.
Okay.
We got you, Boogie.
Yeah. Tammy's gonna run over, reach down, and start pulling you out.
I'm
She's
smiling.
gonna-
I just imagine Boogie just in the water, like being damaged by it, just smiling at us blissfully as we all try to just desperately pull him out.
and you're able to come up out of the water.
Nice.
As soon as he's out of the water, Emus is immediately going to turn his attention to his new companion and try to get him to the surface. And I'm gonna try to I'm gonna kind of like absentmindedly grab the pole back from like Agatha and Tammy and reach it in for the creature to grab onto.
So I gather up my rope, put it in my bag, and I would like to go check out this curious looking thing.
Yeah, and I'm with her on that, I would like to go over there and look as well.
Thanks for the help, guys. It still might
No
swipe
problem.
us in. Might grab us into the water.
Seeing everyone kind of lose the focus of emergency rescue, Emus is going to desperately call out, "Why aren't you all helping my new friend? He's still in there!" And I'm still probing the water, trying to get him out.
I mean, but if he's meant to be an underwater creature, if we take him out, it's gonna hurt him even worse than just sending him back to wherever you brought him to.
Nope.
No, he can come out of the water.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow. All right, so I'm gonna go over. Is the rope
Okay.
still in the water then?
Pause. You see this. It almost, as you're closer now, it looks almost like it's like a poisonous tail of some kind of creature that's been like dug into the ground there, reinforced with stone and stuff near its base to hold it up. And you can see now cut what looks like the closest thing, it would be like fishing line. It looks like it's manufactured differently, but it appears to be some kind of fishing line that was cut, about 4 inches of it hanging off where the pincer now is.
I know what I want to do. Are we still in
Is that the end of your
battle
turn,
format?
Calamity?
Yeah, that would be the end of my turn, getting ready to turn back to help Emus.
Okay. Emus. 5, 10. Swing up to just under the surface. What do you want the spirit to do?
Well, I grabbed my spear back, and I'm like telling it to grab onto it so I can pull it out.
Okay, it's gonna grab onto it. It's gonna roll a strength check at advantage as you pull, and almost as if fishing comes flying up out of the water.
Heck
Under
yeah.
your pull.
And then I'm gonna swing it back over to dry land. This creature is just as competent on dry land. It's not limited to water.
Interesting.
Watch as it falls, as it begins to get towards the ground.
It
This
transforms.
energy like grows out these 4 limbs and it lands on the ground.
I'm gonna grin at it. Oh, man, this is gonna become my new favorite thing.
It walks over to sit by your side. It's like fishy tail sitting on the ground behind it. Is that the end of your turn, Emus? End of
Yep.
your turn, Emus? Okay. Let's wait.
As I see this tentacle or this leg or whatever it is that I see, I want to cast sea lice onto it.
Lice?
I want to do infestation, and I want to call sea lice.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
One second.
But I do want to back up.
On what are you casting it on?
That leg or that tentacle
Like
that I
like
saw.
just the entirety of it? Like
Yeah. No, not the thing hanging there. The thing that I saw in the water with that was going by.
But we didn't see. You
you
didn't
haven't
see
you
anything
haven't
in the
seen
water.
anything. You haven't seen anything in the water.
You
I
just
thought that
felt
you
it.
said that we saw.
This thing right here that's been used for fishing.
No, I
tentacles were on
thought that
the
right.
No, there's no tentacles. The only
Okay, then
tentacles were in
yeah.
the system about
Where
a half
where
mile.
Boogie was is where I'm gonna cast infestation because that's the last known place that I knew where it was at.
What was that?
The water weird that had a hold of Boogie.
Oh, you're talking about you're casting it where he was in the water.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. I thought you were still on. You saw a tentacle or something.
No. No, I'm just
Okay.
gonna cast it where I last saw him.
All right. Cast that one actually. You guys watch as this spray of sea lice, these little like cubicle, small little jellyfish-looking things, spray out into the water. And it's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. Fails Constitution saving throw. It's gonna take
Yes. 2d6.
Nice job, Bazoy.
Oh no, 3d6.
3d6 poison damage.
Yes.
You see as poison kind of trickles around, clouding up the water, and you can begin to see the form of this water weird briefly, almost taking the form of like this spirit dragon kind of thing. I'll show you what it looks like.
Wow, that sounds pretty cool.
I'm gonna put it in 7 stars.
Sounds really cool.
And you watch as it's like shown and silhouetted with the poison. It doesn't seem like the poison has any effect on it, and it vanishes into the clear water, becoming invisible as it goes into the environment that it's made of.
That's very cool.
Agatha,
I'm gonna look over at Emus and be like, "Dude, you see that?"
she's
My mouth's
going
gonna be kind of agape.
a firebolt at the water, and it like ricochets off of the surface of the water into the stone.
Interesting.
I'm gonna send some water. Attack with the sword, like the broad end, as if I'm just trying to splash some water over to you.
Like you're reaching in to spray water with your sword.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
attacking the water sideways with the sword. Like just the surface.
Okay. As you attack, I need you to make a first of all roll an attack roll.
It's a crit.
Okay. As you come down, smacking the sword under the water, breaking the surface tension, a very sizable amount of water sprays out into this area.
Okay. Well, looks like it wasn't right there. Amos, do you think you could shovel any lava using that spear into it?
Probably not. I really don't want to destroy the spear.
Is the spear made out of wood? Like I'm trying to use my own memory.
Yeah, like a real hardwood,
Yeah.
with like probably occasional iron band reinforcements.
Like if I really wanted to fling it over, I'm sure I could make it before it burns up, but I don't really want to do that.
Okay. Well, I'm all done with my turn.
Okay. Tamitha's going to very cautiously. What did I say, Agatha?
You
You
could.
said like
No, you said-
Tamitha, I thought it was.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm mixing them
All I
up
heard was
today.
Tam.
Tammy begins making her way with a wide berth towards the lava. Clamsy.
So first I want to be Agatha, can you see anything with your special vision? Like, can you see the creature that was in there?
She's scanning it, looking. Yeah, you think it's worth using it?
Actually, I wonder if my own vision can work it.
I thought it was like a passive thing that she just kind of had, not that she had to use it.
No,
No,
daily.
I don't think it's worth using it at this time, at this moment. I don't know what else we're gonna run into.
Your turn.
I use my vision now that Clemency suggested it.
Which vision? The Mr. Vision?
Yep.
Looking into the water, you can see not a creature, but you do see it looks like a enchantment on the surface of the water, rippling.
Okay.
So I would like to start inspecting these offshoot tunnels to see what looks well treaded upon, or if they all do, if there's any signs of. Obviously, there's got to be somebody with a fishing line set up.
So from looking around straight out the gate, there's a total of, including the one coming in, 9 pathways. Excluding the way you guys came in, there's 8 pathways that can be taken. And they seem to be pretty evenly spaced out. And this large cavern kind of seems like a center point of something. Go ahead and roll a perception check on whichever one you're wanting to check out. I'm assuming the one you're next to.
Yeah.
Emus, you closed the hatch when you came down, right?
Nope, sure didn't, because my creature came after me.
Oh. We might be getting
22.
gas eventually.
22.
Yeah.
Looking around, there doesn't seem to be any life currently, like in this area, like any signs of life been through the area. But it does occur to you that most creatures that move through the Underdark do so very carefully, stealthily, trying not to be tracked.
Okay.
Emus.
Sorry, it's muted. I'm going to move about the cavern, keeping
I'm
in
so
mind.
sorry. Amos, I'm so sorry to cut you off. Boogie, also in the distance, when you activated that mission vision, you see the pillar of light that was coming off the Mishra Temple, even through the earth. Like you can see that energy
Nice.
off this direction, like over here.
North.
Yes.
Cool.
Emus, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Keeping my new companion at my side, and I keep glancing down at it, kind of like proud at it. I'm gonna move off, and I'm gonna try to kind of do the same. It's not at my turn, so I can't actually.
It says it's on your turn.
It says it's on Calamacy for me. There we go. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to try to do the same thing that Calamacy was doing. I want to look at the ground around these surrounding tunnels and see if I notice if any of them have been recently used. Are there any footprints in the dust? Is there a smoother surface in one tunnel compared to the other?
Okay. Make a perception check.
17 plus 7, 24.
You do not see any footprints. It does look like all the entrances are slightly smoother from probably years and years and years of creatures walking through these corridors. But other than that, there's no like distinct, like a very specific creature or anything like that has been in the area.
Interesting. Do I hear any noises on any of them?
So you would hear the noises you would currently hear would be the falling, like the like bubbling kind of deal, the lava, and over there you would also hear the occasional crack. And there's probably like a very faint smell of something burning, like a fleshy burn.
I want to start heading over to the lava in my turn.
All right, let's wait.
Can I cast? Where are my spells? See, I don't know what this is though. Can
Garwalks
I-
knows when we're done if you'll play Fortnite with him.
Yeah. Can I cast? Can I kneel down and lightly touch the surface of this water and cast Remove Curse?
Interesting
Um,
move.
Give me a second.
I'm also interested in how this turns out.
If it pulls me out, and y'all gotta save me.
Well, we're here for you.
You cast a spell on the surface of the water and it doesn't seem to have an effect.
Interesting. I remove my hand immediately. And that's it.
All right.
Using my
Axel
vision,
turns and looks at you and says, "Is there a reason you think that would have worked?"
Well, because didn't somebody notice the magic on the surface of the water?
yes, me. I noticed
So
there
I
was-
thought that perhaps the magic was a curse. And I thought Remove Curse would remove the curse of whatever's going on in here. Or remove the magic, I guess.
there seems to be some sort of enchantment on the water surface, other than the creature. I can't see the creature though.
Wait, you said it's cure disease?
No, Remove Curse.
Remove curse. Okay.
The DM's having to think.
Well, yeah, because there's a way a certain magic did, but yeah, I'm not gonna tell you too much. Breaking the surface tension, you see the form of that creature rising up out of the water. Here, and he's going to.
Be
Come
very
on!
angry.
What are we? Ooh, he can reach you. He's gonna reach out and attempt to grapple Bazoit.
Come
he
on!
Succeeds.
Oh no.
You're gonna take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bludgeoning damage and be pulled 5 feet closer to the water. Now constricted in this swirling water, being pulled 5 feet every turn back into the water.
As he does that, do I get an opportunity of attack or no? Because he moved
weren't-
into me.
Yeah, Boogie.
Head over and attack the water. Wait, is the water separate from the creature? Like, can I clearly see its outline right now?
You can clearly see its outline, but it is attached to like the base of the creatures coming up out of the water.
Interesting.
I bet I can reach it. So I attack it.
This will make it a little better. Okay,
Hmm.
go ahead and roll an
Okay.
attack roll.
$13.
Your weapon comes down and is deflected by this kind of roaring, like the surface of its water is like continually moving, and as you come in and attack, the force pushes your blade away.
Okay, I attack a second time.
Okay.
19.
Roll damage.
9.
Okay.
Attack a third time.
Okay.
20.
Hits. Roll damage.
5.
How do you want to do this?
Hell yeah,
Yes!
Jake. Man, I just want to splash him against the ground.
So coming in, the second attack severing the connection that he has with Boogie. Your third attack smacking right through the face head area, and it smacking into the water. As it does so, splashing down, this kind of like wisping sound is heard, and then the water is still and perfectly calm.
Interesting.
I look with the Mr. Vision at the surface of the water again.
It appears to just be regular water.
Yay, the enchantment's gone.
Wow, man,
Good job,
thanks.
team.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Rushing
Hey,
over to
who's-
help Bazoit out of the water. Bazoit, what are you thinking?
She's on
I'm
the
not
edge.
in the water. I'm on the edge.
Oh, on the edge. Yeah.
Hey, who's got the owl? Is that you, Boogie?
Yeah.
Yes.
You think you can send that owl up to close that hatch? So that poison gas doesn't come down here?
I'm not sure if he's strong enough, but I could. Actually, let me think through
Or can't you fly up there,
my
Enos?
I don't think I can fly that far, no.
An owl has a strength of 3, just so you know.
Yeah,
it's-
my flying creature has a strength of 18.
that what's it called? That hatch was pretty rusted, and I'm sure he's not strong enough to close it.
What about if the owl and the crow work together? Oh, wait, crow's... Yep, nope, yeah, the raven's not here. Never mind.
Yeah, I have to wait for a short or long rest before he reappears within 5 feet of me.
We might be able to do something to stop up the hole up there, though.
Well, what if we direct the lava flow over to the water and create a giant plume of steam that staves it off?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. So I have it in my head that somebody that's not necessarily a bad guy is going to come down that slide in the future. And it seems like it'd be nice for him to not land on a bunch of rock.
See, I got the feeling that it was kind of like a feeding chute into that pit.
Yeah.
That is a... I agree with that.
Tammy's currently over there, and she beckons over to Agatha to come over. They're looking at, there's these kind of 1 foot to 2 foot long pieces of like charred carapace littering the exterior of the lava pool that they're kind of inspecting and looking at.
Do they resemble any type of creature that we might recognize? Or do they just like humanoid? Do they look like...
They seem like some kind of creature from the Underdark, one that you are unfamiliar with.
Interesting?
Does it seem like they were placed there to dry out like bowls or something?
It kind of looks like, as you're examining them, that all of them have been, like, the carapace, like the hard shell is open and whatever was inside is gone. They're now hallowed, almost like they were being placed there and cooked by the lava.
Can I use my spear and nudge one away onto the floor?
Yeah.
And then like wait for it to cool down and kind of inspect it to kind of figure out more about it, how hard it is. Does it seem like it's really durable? Does it seem like it's pretty fragile?
Roll an investigation check.
12 plus 4, 16.
They seem pretty tough. The inside has like it almost looks like there was like a film or something on the interior of the shell, and there's some occasional scratch marks where it looks like some kind of utensil scraped along the inside of the hard shell.
Utensils.
Oh.
Does the shell feel? I don't know. Does it still feel durable? Like, does it feel strong and
It was
useful?
probably more strong before it was cooked, but it's still, I mean, it's a hardened shell.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you smacked it against a rock hard enough, it would break, but
Right. I'm gonna kind of like, as I'm looking this over, I'm gonna kind of say aloud to the party. Looks like something was eating this with a fork and spoon. There are intelligent creatures about.
and ladies and gentlemen, is with that where we will end tonight's session.
No.